button. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new day. It's the last day of the weekend. And, of course, a lot of things are going to play out because sentiment rules hard over the weekend. It's kind of like the stepping stone to the week. This is how we are probably going to be set up for large pockets, professional traders, hedge funds, and all these things to start making their moves. Because as we know, it's very rare to see them at work over the weekends. Except if really something big is about to happen. So yeah, for all those joining in later and watching the video at a later time, you guys are equally welcome. It's all cool with me. But yeah, as you see, the chat has already been rolling a little bit from beforehand. And if you want to be part of the live stream, remember 12:30 UTC every day is the date. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. Sometimes I will be a little bit later. Sometimes, things just happen that I can't stream at that exact time. But if you did hit the bell button, then you get notified, and then you know exactly when I will be there. Okay, and also the instant tokens, the giveaway codes and stuff, you can only claim them when you're on the live chat. Okay, so a few good reasons to be here on the live chat. Now, what are we going to do? We will be analyzing, of course, the market of Bitcoin and maybe some other things, but most of all, we're going to have a look at what has been happening right here and right there. So I don't know if you remember, yesterday I was talking about this maximum pain scenario that sometimes plays out when manipulation is present, when large funds, large hedge funds or whales or God knows what, think that they see an open door, an opportunity to abuse the masses and trick them out of their money and out of their positions, of course. So what has happened here? We all know about prior Friday, not last Friday, but the Friday before, the 29th of January, where price really went bananas, all the way skyrocketing up. People were saying like, "Wow, going to the moon." Elon Musk, he even tweeted about Bitcoin. And then what happened? Of course, such a big, strong, sharp move is always followed by another sharp move to the downside. We got this dump on our heads, where everybody and their mother get tricked out of their position, especially, the people who were not aware of such potential manipulation. And what came then, the tweets from Elon Musk saying like, yeah, it was inevitable. Yeah, it was inevitable, unavoidable. Now, I noticed that he really was cryptic about it. He didn't say what or what, just those few words. And when a person who has an incredible reach says just something like a mixed message, it's being heard, and there are going to be reactions. Now, what happens? Like, potentially a lot of people were thinking like, oh yeah, sure, it's gonna keep going down. Like myself, I'm still not over the fence of thinking that we reverted to the run up. But what I said was, okay, we could see at least a motion bringing us back to the prior high, where there is going to be this huge fight, because a lot of people have been tricked into getting in Bitcoin at this level. And what are they going to do? They are going to start selling. They are going to start selling and pushing the price back down, because this is where they are break even. And what happens eventually, after they're done selling, price goes up again. And guess what? Guess what? I'm pretty sure those are the same people FOMOing back in, thinking, oh my God, I messed up. I should have held. It's going to the moon after all. And now this is the maximum pain scenario. This is where those people get tricked not only once, but twice. Now, of course, lies. Oh, there's a code. There's a code. Let's do the code first, and then we keep talking. So get your Incent page open, and we enter the code WO-090SB. WO-090SB. Remember, the O is letter O, right? So I'm gonna give you guys a minute to claim your tokens, and then we are going to discuss this situation a little bit further in depth, because you can actually see the levels where the fight has been going on. If you open your eyes a little bit, actually it's clear as day. But you need to be in the market for long enough to have seen these scenarios being played out before. If you've never seen this, then maybe this could even look at a very this could look like a very natural snaking motion. Yeah, it could be, still could be. I'm not, when I say these things, those are my ideas, okay? This is what I think could be happening behind the scene, okay? We don't trade ideas. What we trade is certain levels, whether they hold or break, and this is what we do. We set our ranges and we don't look back, Did I have to take a few losses on the way up to get into a better position? Yes. And this is also what I tell you guys, don't hesitate. Make sure that you can play a wide enough range. Number one. Number two, try to think about the best entry point and don't bet the farm. Don't go all in. It's suicide. It's the only way that you can add up to your position and find the real area and point of no return and all these things before actually really starting to let go your position completely. Hey Charles, hello, how are you doing? Welcome and thank you for joining. So yeah, we haven't started with the analysis just yet. Been talking a little bit about what I think this entire structure means, how we could translate this into what has been happening behind the scene. Of course, this is speculation. The chart does confirm kind of what I've been thinking, like I was saying, people being tricked out of their position here, people trying to break even right here, and now again people thinking that, oh, they missed the boat, they need to get in one more time because it's gonna go to the moon, the rocket is taking off, and we will be left behind once again. A lot of FOMO, a lot of sentiment in the chart, obviously. But the one thing that actually has not happened just yet is reaching the all-time high. Okay, and why is that important? I'm pretty sure once we really break the all-time high, and this is why I keep having this green line over here, once we break the all-time high, there's going to be a flooding of people, and I don't know if hedge fund investors are prepared to dump on them. So there is kind of a limit to their madness. So yeah, let's see what happens. But for now, like the past few days, I'm urging you guys to be very careful. It's a volatile, emotional market happening right now. So we are going to do some technical analysis. We are going to set our limits and our ranges just like we always do. I haven't prepared too much for today. Honestly, yesterday I had such a bad headache. I fell asleep early and I just slept through the night, through the day. I needed it, It's been like an amazing week of really eyeballing the market, trying to understand every move that has been happening. those are the interesting areas for me. This is really where I like to follow exactly what is happening, not because I'm scared, but just because I find it so interesting, trying to understand what is happening in the mind of the community. So yeah, this I love this. I love this stuff. Okay, so let's roll the intro and let's get down to brass taxes and let's analyze this thing together. All right, here we go, guys. Mm, yes, coffee, fuel me. Awesome, guys. So here we go. What are we looking at? The first thing that I want to notice, and this is something that I've been toying around with yesterday. I don't know if I already showed you this yesterday, this channel right here, the green channel. I'm going to remove all this. Now, the one thing that I've started to see is actually how this channel started to break. And you know, a little bit of a wick piercing through is not a big thing, but like this one here, just a little wick is not a big thing. Like over here we see that same thing. It just means high volatility, but just in and out, you know, quick move. But what is actually a lot more important is right here, this one. And we also see the EMA 21 starting to curl down once again. Of course, nothing has been played out just yet. We have this huge volume node sitting over here. We have a big one over here. Those areas are not going to be easy to overcome. But that is also some good news, and I'll tell you why. When we look at the RSI section right over here, we can see that potentially just crashing price all the way down on this here would be creating a very steep dive on the RSI. And if we look at this on the higher time frames, let's say the 4-hour chart, this would potentially create a very strong bullish divergence that actually really means a lot, especially getting into a divergence with this local low over here. This is where a lot of people would actually jump on the price one more time, just because there is such a liquidity being provided. So now, whoops, what have I done? Okay, now this is one thing. What does this mean? In my opinion, I really would prefer to see price take its time, snake sideways, slowly down, so that we can judge on both RSI price action, maybe even doing one of these, trying to push up a little bit and being completely erratic and you know, shaking a lot of people out of their boots. Maybe even going sideways for a little while. All these things could be very potentially a good sign for continuation to the downside. Continuation to the upside, how would I see this to be possible? Potentially potentially same thing. As long as price is taking its time and it starts to show a little bit more being readable, yeah, a little bit like what has been happening here. It looked like a very natural motion. On the first glance, if you're just looking at this, this is a beautiful natural motion. Of course, like I said, this area, we need to keep our eyes on these levels, because this is where we are going to see the hints of the aftershock, the after effect. Now, yeah, it all depends, and of course, the beauty of it is that actually the price action that took place here and here was actually during the weekend and prior to the weekend. This was on Friday. On Friday, they pushed us into this area, and then you know it's a matter of just letting it roll, letting it go. And this is, you know, again, it looks a little bit too convenient, right? So yeah, now the week is setting up, and now we need to be ready to see what the big mass is actually really going to do. So we're going to look at some ranges. We're going to try to set up all the things that we can possibly can, and then it's up to you guys and up to me as well to think about this defensive strategies where we can actually let the price roll, let the dice go, and then just set up after the outcome starts to show, right? There's gonna be high volatility, guys, so be careful, be ready for this. Don't go high leverage, don't bet the farm, and Katie, welcome back. Welcome back. You know what? I'm going to put a note in this. We're gonna pin it over here. XLM. I'm going to look at it after we did the Bitcoin analysis, because yeah, altcoins come after Bitcoin, but yeah, you will be the first one that we're gonna have a look at. See, it's written down, and I'm not gonna forget it. And if I were to forget it, remind me, please. Katie, very happy for you to join. That you're once again part of the chit chat, the howling of the wolves. Mm. Yeah, awesome. I love my coffee. Now, okay, let's let's get going. Let's start with the RSI levels. Let's see what they give us as an insight, and then after that we are going to look for some other clues in the market. We're gonna try to see if some ranges. Hello, Burak. Welcome. Hello on DLive. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, DLive, sometimes we have some weird people popping in and out. So yeah, let's see what that guy is up to. What the fuck? Yes, what the fuck? That's what I'm thinking when I see these charts. Same thing, brother. It's madness. And yeah, if you're wondering who I'm talking to, most of the people are on YouTube. So maybe if you want to join the chat over there, then you know, feel free to join us on YouTube. I think the link is in the description as well. So yeah, it's all up to you, my friend. Cool. So let's just dive into the chart. Cool. Move this a little bit more up so we have more of real estate here. Beautiful. So the areas that we're going to keep our eyes on is, of course, potential divergences being printed here. Potential divergences being printed here. This is for the short term. Afterwards, for the long term, we are still going to look at the lower areas. Probably, I'm not sure about this one, but I'm very sure about this one. And those are kind of going to be the ranges that for now I think are going to be relevant for the next coming short-term moves. Actually, you know, maybe during the stream we might even see this range even get broken. Which would be very interesting. Already to start building a case for a continuation pattern to emerge. Cool, so let's dive in. Let's do this. Are you guys ready? So first range over here is the downside, the down area, 34 on the RSI. And remember, we're looking for areas of potential bearish and bullish divergence. And how do we do this? We look at the range, we look at the level, and then we try to print the range, the potential range, as a square box, so that we know when price is entering that range that we need to keep our eyes open. Remember, the boxes for me are not the areas of resistance and support. They are just ranges to help me visualize where you need to be attentful, or where your attention needs to be drawn. Okay, so this is actually a very narrow range. And, you know, narrow ranges are easily to cross. And very interesting is that actually the range is sitting right above this volume node. So potentially, it would be very possible to see price dip below, have a closing below that range, and then basically this is already your first continuation sign or signal. Now let's go to the high range. Let's see what this says. We get 79.10, 79.10. We enter this in the magic calculator. And this gives us a range that is extremely wide, going all the way up to 43,500. All right, so yeah. Now, if you use your logic deduction, this means that actually printing a continuation to the upside is already going to be a lot harder than printing a continuation to the downside. I hope this makes sense. This is just the logic to my madness, boys and girls, and genders in between. So bear with me. Maybe after a while you will feel the insanity kick in as well, and we could get on the same page. All right, so this is for the short term. I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think the 1 hour chart is good enough for those reads. Let's go over to the 3 hour chart, and let's see if we can find something here at the bottom of these ranges. So what do we got here? We have the 37.25 and was it 19.20? Oh, 29.1. So 37.25. 37 point. Start off with 0.2. I want to see if it is above or below 25. Yeah, let's stick to the 0.2. That's a good one for this read. Yeah, see, this is why bots and algorithms are not good at doing this. You need to make the deduction by yourself sometimes. Hello, Cosmos. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Super happy. Yeah, by the way, guys, if you like this content, if this is not too boring for you, just hit the likes button. Help the YouTube algorithm understand that you know, some people really like to see this kind of madness, and you know, this will bring more people to the channel, and yeah, more communication in the chat and all that good stuff. So hit the likes, smash those likes. It's the power of the community, guys. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, the low end over here. We got 37,000. Oh my God. Oh, instant token time. Pocket your tokens. Get your tokens ready. Let me print this first. The code for now is WO-FKGHQ. WO-FKGHQ. And yes, Borak on on DLive. If you want to pocket those instant tokens, they are free tokens. It's a giveaway from me to you guys, and you're gonna have to go to the website get.instant.com. You get 5 minutes to register and to fill out the code, and then you will have some free tokens. Yes. Beautiful, huh? Uh, yeah, you see, guys. Sometimes it's good for me to have this chat going because yeah, it's a it's a lonely job, you know, doing these market analysis things, and you know, I think it goes to my mind sometimes. Um, you guys keep me sane. All right, and the next area is 29.1. Let's do that. 29.1. You know, it's all good fun. I really enjoy this. So we're talking about this area over here, and over there we got 35,150. Madness. Like insane, insane. Look at those ranges. Yeah, we're gonna have to dive a little bit deeper because this is potentially unusable, I would say. Yeah. Um, and we are also going to have to narrow this down much, much more. I think the range is just too wide and too far away because we're gonna have to look at the higher time frames. I think the higher time frames are going to help us a lot more here, especially on this one. Let's have a look at here. So 33.8, 33.8, 33.8. What does it say, mate? 34,000. That's already a lot lower. And you know what? I'm even going to look at even higher time frames because we are looking about a huge distance here. This is coming from 39,000 to the 29,000. So clearly, the 1 hour chart is not going to cut it. The 5 hour chart is also too cryptic, in my opinion. I think we even might switch over to the 10 hour chart to get a better view. But this is why you need to analyze this so that you know the puzzle can start making sense in your head. It's good to look at these things, but you need to get some indications, some indicators that help you get like a little feel about what is potentially possible, in which realm we are finding ourselves. And this will also give you a better idea about time frames. How long will it take if price actually would make it and break it? Um, I don't think going below 29,000 is going to happen in the next few days. I really don't think so. We have seen a big struggle getting above this volume node, and this is the area where the huge fights are being held. So now again, you know, price is going to try to, if price manages or tries to get through this area, it's going to be a bumpy ride. So like I said, huge volatility up ahead. Be ready for this and use this as an opportunity. You know, if you're trading to the downside, take as much profit as possible because the big drop is not going to happen before we clear this entire mess. Okay, and also hold yourself ready for the upside because if price manages to go and close on a new all-time high, then guess what, boys and girls? Then we're gonna have to change our biases again. And you know, who's here? Who said here that they can predict the future? I know it wasn't me. You know, I know it wasn't me. I keep saying that and I keep repeating that. If any of you guys, by the way, know a good retail seller of crystal balls, send them my way because maybe we could use this. But no, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work like that. I'm pretty sure if they sell a crystal ball, it's gonna be rigged. I wouldn't even believe it. So yeah, let's do the 5 hour chart for we did this range. No, we did not. not. Um, so 45.5. Okay, let's be a little bit serious again. We're talking about money, guys. Um, Good. So this stays within this range, the 37,100. That's amazing, guys. So yeah, like you see this huge area here. It's gonna be turbulent. There are going to be fights and pushes and motions up and down stuff. So, you know, this is the area where it's imperative, very imperative, that you remember to take your profits. And every time we hit one of these areas, like I said, potentially what I would like to see is actually this huge motion of going ups and downs, and maybe more downs and more ups, and then sideways, and then, it's gonna take some time. I don't know how much time. I don't have a crystal ball, but this would be the healthiest way to see this actually being resolved, and ultimately going for the lower low once breaking 27k or 28k. This is where it's going to dump in the toilet, outside the toilet, fill the bowl with red candles that a lot of people will be crying over. So yeah, hold ready for this. Hold ready for anything. Anything can happen. Whoops. Okay, relax. Yeah, I'm feeling much better today. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. um, Now where were we? Yeah, let's go over to the 10-hour chart. Let's do the 10-hour chart, and let's see if we can. Yes, we can still find a local low over here. Let's do a ready read. This one is sitting at 47.2. Let's do 47. And what does this say? Just a little bit lower. So yeah, you know what, guys? I'm going to average it out here. 36,900. This goes 36,500. It's all the same range. So yeah, let's set the mark over here. Think potentially this is a nice area for some turbulence coming your way. Especially because there has been this volatility over here as well. So potentially this, I like this area. It lines up with this huge candle. So that also is a strong area. We can't forget about that one. And now let's look at the down area, this one over here. And maybe we can use the overlapping section, because as it is standing here, the overlapping section happens where there has been this little pushing up and down. So this again shows some strength of potential buyers and sellers kicking in. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So you see, guys, I like to joke, but sometimes you just need to be serious as well. It's money we're talking about. So 36.4. How much is this going to say? 36.4 gives us 38,800. And again, just smack in that same potential range. So you know what? Because it's so close, I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to make this box the red one. The red one. There we go. Maybe this one here could be the yellow one, because I think this is gonna be the easy one to break. This one, yeah, I think this will be so easy to break. Oops, select it before I can change the color. So yellow in your face. And then we have this one over here. Let's see, this is actually remarkable because it doesn't line up with the top of the candle. The top of this candle is actually sitting at 40,200. But of course, remember that this is a 10-hour candle. And I already told you guys that the 10-hour candles sometimes have a different closing interval. So you can see some different reads popping up. Yeah, let's put this here at the top. We all know how high the candle closed. So, and the crazy thing on top of that is that looking at the 10-hour chart, this box here is sitting right at the edge of the high wick of that candle. Let's make it green. Green, there we go. And okay, now, how should we look at this? Okay, so when the price starts to move up, make its attempt to the high side, we see that the green box is split in half because of the all-time high that we have printed right over here. Now, being rejected from the bottom area of this box, of course, pressure is going to keep building down and we are going back to the area below. Now, the one thing that could also happen is actually getting into the higher half of the green box, being rejected in between the all-time high and the 43,500 range, where potentially we could still see price range down. But I think if this happens, this is only going to be your opportunity to get out of a short if you were sitting in a short, if you were still holding on, or potentially enter a long position, because I think this is where we could see just a higher low be printed and continuation to the upside. Of course, I don't have to say what happens if we just blast all the way through. Then, you know, it's buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Just go for it, go crazy, because, yeah, this thing is going to keep going. Okay, now on the lower end, on the low side of things, this is where it becomes much more cryptic, because once we start getting below this this yellow box and the yellow line sitting at 37,000 more or less, this is where every move could potentially be either a bounce or a turning around of the situation. Okay, so the biggest bounce I am expecting to happen somewhere here in the overlapping section, because this is the middle of the volume area. We have this huge volume node over here, huge volume node over here. Maybe price could even get caught in between, especially keep your eyes open for potential divergences being printed even on the way up. Again, we're going to have to look for new divergences being printed on the RSI, because this is the make or break area. This is where, you know, we could still see both outcomes be the victor. Okay, so be very, very, very careful. The big thing is, once we get inside this red box, it's going to be the same thing in the lower area of this red box. It's going to be the same ID as the higher area of the green box. If price goes up and rejects this low area, then you know what? Get ready to buy the top, because let's say I'm leaning mainly or mostly on this just being a lower high, getting ready to push down. Of course, once we break below these levels, especially the 28,000 you know, just jump on it, because everybody and their mother are gonna start dumping, and this is where it's gonna go really, really, really fast. Okay, so this is my my 5 cent analysis for the Bitcoin chart. Now I hope this was helpful. I hope this is clear. Dussen, yeah, sure, my friend. All right, yes, after XLM, I will have some time also to look at Cardano, because Cardano has been moving. Yeah, I know. And you know what? I sold my Cardano for some compound when Cardano peaked, and I held a little bit onto USDT to get into compound when compound was bottoming. Of course, yeah, Cardano, it moved up a little bit more, but that's the name of the game. It doesn't really matter. Um, just a second, Bruno. So yeah, like I was saying, it doesn't really matter. You make profit and you put it in your pocket. You are the winner. Staying in, trying to squeeze it as hard as possible and get the last penny out. This is how you will be the last person holding the bag. Because once it starts going against you, I can tell you, my friend, that it's gonna be ugly, and every position that you'll enter to get out is just going to dump harder and harder and harder, and potentially, you'll end up making a lot less during that move. So never ever wait until you're the last person holding the bag. Bruno, do I see Bitcoin reaching the green box or the yellow first? Well, you know, right now, it looks like Bitcoin is actually just reaching for the yellow box right now. The question is oh, jeez, I keep doing that. The question actually is Bitcoin going to break on through? And that's yeah, it's hard to predict. All we can do is just look at the game being played as it happens. But for now, you know, I think the Bears are taking over strongly for now. And potentially, you know what? Potentially, we could also already have a new read on the RSI indicator, because, like I said, the more this moves, the more the result is going to move. So you know what? Let's have a look and let's see live how fast these reads change. Okay, because this is why I keep telling you guys, don't just copy my reads, copy the points of interest that I'm looking at, and then make your reads time after time, again and again. Okay, it's very important not to forget that. So what did we say? 34. 34, 34, 34. And this is 38,100. Oh my God, look at that. It's narrowing down. Like, literally, it's melting before our eyes. 38,100. You see how that goes? You see how quickly that changes? You know, I'm not lying when I say you need to do these analysis again and again on your own. Practice, and you know, practice makes perfect. I already show you which areas to look for. This is already one piece of the puzzle. Now you need to look at each piece every time and time again, because you see this changes so often and so quickly. Every time a level will get broken, basically you need to redo those reads. I cannot be live during the entire day and making alerts and warnings and stuff. You guys see the same chart. You have the tools at hand. The only thing I'm doing is telling you my idea about how I would be using these tools in a more lively way, a way that is more reactive to what is actually happening. Because, you know, spoon boy channels, spoon boys get wrecked. You know, it's just like pump and dump followers. They get wrecked because they openly say what's going to happen, and they openly say where people are going to put their money, and they just open themselves up for abuse. So yeah, here's the next code, and only Croyer has been gathering the codes. Come on, guys, get your codes. We got WO dash AOJ2S. So WO dash AOJ2S. There you go, my friends. Have some free tokens. Jesus, maybe I need an appointment with the psychiatric ward. No, you guys, I really enjoy the live streams. You guys are awesome. But yeah, like I said, like it's really important to learn to do those reads live, because those are the areas that bots, algorithms, professional traders are also going to be looking for. Also potentially using the ideas that have been spread openly on the internet against us. So what can we do? The only thing we can do is educate ourselves so much that whatever they try to pull on the price. All right, and we have another. Jesus, I can't read your name. Oh my God, it's just because the thing is so small. Who else was it taking the instant tokens? Like, congratulations, by the way, congratulations. You're awesome, courier. Okay, yeah, I can't really read your name, but yeah, I'm really happy for you. Get those tokens. You know, don't feel sorry for the people leaving them behind. Cool. Now, like I was saying, we have some other tools at our disposal, and sometimes they might come in handy. For instance, one of the tools that we really like to use in this market is channels. Rising channels have the tendency to break to the downside. And seeing this as a very nice parallel channel, already being broken once and twice, I think I would be leaning much more like this. If there is a balance, saying like, okay, how much do the bulls have in their camp, and how much of a percentage of the pie do the bears have in their camp? This is where, you know, you start to make the balance. The high end is going to be a lot harder to break. Eventually, if it pushes high enough, it could get broken or could start to hold on a support line. Potentially possible. So the bulls have a few points in their camp. Now the bears, what kind of points do they have in their camp? The yellow area is actually a very easy one to break. So that's a lot of points. They also already have pierced through the trend line. So this is a change in behavior. So another set of points for the bears. Now, another set of points for the bulls is actually that this huge orange zone is actually pretty big. So bulls, not game over yet. Now, another one that I like to look for is what the stochastics are doing. And we have been respecting this green line as a trend line for quite some time. Then there was this red trend line that also started to hold and emerge a little bit. Now, what do we see? What do we see? This trend line that has been holding during this entire run up has been broken over here, and we have seen it get broken here. Nathan, my boy, hi, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, guys, say hi to Nathan. That's my boy. I love him so much. Cool. Thank you, my buddy. Yeah. So yeah, let's talk money, huh? This is awesome. So yeah, you guys, you're all part of that same big family. I love you guys. Um, so yeah, the bears broken the support line over here, broken the support line over here. The stochastics has been veering back to the bearish control zone, not even touching the support line or the resistance line over here. Yeah, Charles, awesome, thank you. Welcome, Nathan. Welcome. This is great. So, this is how I weigh the scales. Like, who has the most balls in their camp? And I don't mean this the nasty, dirty way. I really mean balls of tennis or football. Okay, keep it civil. So yeah, this is how I set my expectations. It's a game of probability, and you need to re-evaluate the weight in those scales using as many tools as possible. Now, another one that I'm really going to use in this instance here is the Fibonacci retracement tool. We all know how this works. You go from the last retracement, so the local low, to the last high, and then we look at all the key areas for potential support. We got the 382 sitting right here. Yes, guys, don't forget, listen to my boy, subscribe to Wolves of Bybit. Especially if you enjoy this kind of action, this kind of content and stuff, and you want to be part of something bigger, just subscribe, guys. It's awesome, and even if I'm just saying redundant stuff, at least, when the situation changes, you're gonna see that I will be using different tools and stuff, and I can't, like, just make tutorials on how do you use this, how do you use that. It's all practicality. Sometimes you will use the same tool in a different way, and I just can't. I just can't make so many tutorials, or make them at least comprehensive. I think this is the best way to help you guys. So yeah, what are we looking for? On the Fibonacci retracement tool, we also wanted to line up with key areas of potential support and resistance. So what do we have? We have the 382 sitting right on this one, and usually the 382 is like what I like to call an anemic bounce, and this happens just under the yellow box. So breaking under the yellow box kind of gets confirmed to what I was expecting before, when with it gets confirmed with the Fibonacci tool that breaking below here could potentially bounce the price a little bit up, but it's not going to be that strong reaction that everybody is really hoping for. For this, we really need to stay a little bit higher, and yeah, the lower we go, the more murky the water gets. Now, we do have the 618 that usually is a potential good area for a support, for a turnaround, where a lot of buyers could get in. But what do we see? We see that over here, this is shallow waters of volume. So, or shallow volumes of volume. Huh. So potentially there's nothing here. And then we have the 682, so the last line, and this is actually this big volume node. Like I said, getting inside this overlapping section, this is where I would really be careful, really keep your eyes open and see what kind of patterns are going to emerge on the RSI, because this is where we're going to have to reevaluate the entire situation. Is she going to hold, or are we going to break it? Okay, so a lot of exciting times coming ahead, guys. Really, this is where you want to be behind the computers and looking at the charts, this is where you can learn the most about trading and analysis. This is really the most interesting time to be. And what happened? What happened? What happened with the price action right now? Let's zoom in just a little bit. Look at that. Right now we are bouncing right above the yellow box. So yeah, for now, yeah, I don't have to tell you guys, as long as it hasn't been broken and as long as the candles don't close underneath, it's still holding. We could see price still do some sideways action. We could see all these things. It's all potentially there. Once we get below, this is where, things are going to turn around for a little bit. This is where we can shift our bricks and our weights to one camp or the other. Okay, so very, very important to think about these things before jumping on any kind of position right now. There's been like a lot of zigzagging. There's been this manipulation. There is still huge sentiment and manipulation in the market. So all these things make it a lot harder to just pinpoint in advance what is going to happen. The only thing we can do is just set our limits, set our ranges, and be ready to react after we see exactly where the price has bounced off of. All right. Cool. So all that being said, have your questions ready. I'm going to start having a look first at XLM, stellar to the moon, and then we are going to. Hey Nathan, thank you. Hey, yes, I want my watermelons. So stellar. Oh yes, stellar. Guys, I've been holding on to this coin for a long time. I like it a lot more than XRP. I never really liked XRP just because it's not a decentralized blockchain. But Stellar offers interoperability between large companies so that they can exchange funds, transfer funds in between them. So it's not like the bankers coin. Yes, sure, Charles. We can look at Doge. It's not like the banker coin where they can print their coins out of thin air as much as they want them. I don't think XRP has a fixed market cap. So that's one thing that I don't like about XRP. And they control the mining, the propagation of the blocks, and they control everything. So, it's just like going back to the dollar. And why are we in cryptocurrencies? Because we don't want the abuse that has been happening to the dollar to happen to us anymore. I do like Stellar, but let's look at the chart, because my opinions, they don't matter, they don't count. Right now, what do we see? Let's look at the RSI. RSI is actually looking really strong, looking very strong. Let's go over to the 3-hour chart. Very beautiful. This is what you want to see. We have bullish divergence because a lower low over here. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, if you want to see my boy and his gaming channel, if you have some kids, by instance, and you want them also to follow some funny people on the internet, my boy is having his own Twitch channel, Romy and Angelus. You just look for him. He streams 1 hour a day because, of course, He's got his homework, he's got his stuff to do. He does some Fortnite gameplay. He's really good at playing Fortnite, but he's also going to be streaming in the near future some programming, some JavaScript programming, especially implementing to Minecraft and stuff. So yeah, I think this could be some really, really cool content that he might be bringing to the masses. So yeah, if you're in the market for that, or you have some kids that you want to motivate in doing the same thing, or even join him on the Minecraft servers and play on Fortnite and things, you know, just go to Twitch, sign up, subscribe to Romy Angeles. And talking about signing up and subscribing, get your instant tokens right now, fresh and hot. We got the new code WO-9VYIR. So WO-V9YIR. IR like an infrared. I like those letter combinations. Sometimes they're really funny. Sometimes I'm even scared of pronouncing the letter combinations. So yeah, Croyer, dear Lord, and the new account that I cannot pronounce its name of. Guys, have your tokens. It's free money. Get it, put it in your pocket, and then let's forget it and hope that one day it's going to get hyped so crazy because it's a low volume coin, and then we can dump on the head of the masses. That's awesome. What do I think about Ethereum Cash? Is that a new thing? Ethereum Cash? Like, is it something like Bcash? I haven't heard about it. I really have not heard about it at all. Honestly, I don't know. What is it, Bruno? Tell me. Is it something? Is it a clone like Bitcoin Cash? Because yeah, I don't really put my hope in clones overtaking such a project like Ethereum. Or is it something that gets implemented on Ethereum? Because you know what? Let me have a look at it offline after the stream, and then maybe I can bring some ideas about it, or do some analysis about it tomorrow. Then maybe we can go in deep on the technicals and see the other part of how to analyze new projects, and how to look at, you know, whether it's a valid thing or whether there's going to be an exit scam waiting around the corner. So yeah, for Stellar looks like it's in a really, really nice recovery. For now, potentially, I don't know. It looks like it's going to a local top. Oh yeah, Ethereum Classic. Oh my boy, yeah, Ethereum Classic. You know what? I sold all my Ethereum Classic when it hit $6, and you know, the only thing that I regret is that I didn't sell them when it was at 15. I don't know. They try. Sometimes Ethereum Classic Lab tries to bring out some new things, but they just don't get the traction. You know, it's they have their heart in the right place, but they just don't get the traction. You know, there's not enough dApps moving over to Ethereum Classic. They're not bringing anything new except the promise of being immutable. This was the big debate between Ethereum Classic and the regular Ethereum. And the regular Ethereum, okay, there was a rollback and stuff, but Vitalik got away with it because he's still the leading force behind innovations on the Ethereum blockchain. When new ideas, when new updates are being implemented, Vitalik is really standing behind these things. So this is how he could actually get away with rolling back the blockchain after the DAO happened. this led to the fork, the splitting of Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. This is how I got my hands on my Ethereum Classic tokens. So I have them from since the inception. But, you know, I figured like it's free money, you know, I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it. But after all these years, I'm kind of giving up on them. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry. I really I gave up on them. And I really hope that they make their project work. But I'm even slowly giving up on Ethereum because the gas prices, it just doesn't get resolved. Every time they bring something big, the gas prices explode in your face and the blockchain becomes unusable. So, you know, that's the sad thing about it. We've seen it with something as stupid as CryptoKitties. Remember CryptoKitties, guys? It was a hype. Everybody was jumping on it and the whole blockchain got congested. Nobody could use it anymore except if you paid like I don't know, incredible amounts of gas fees to get your transactions finally being taken ahead of all the rest. And you know what, guys? If your transaction gets left behind because no miner wants to include a transaction with a lower fee, you still pay the fee. What's up with that, guys? Come on. You know, so you will pay people, miners and stuff, and the blockchain into something that actually, you know, they didn't even do for you. I think all these things are wrong. That's my opinion, and this is why I'm still very, very hyped and happy with a project like EOS. And I know I sound like a fanboy. I sound like a fanboy. Yay, go EOS! No, 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 no. Seriously, EOS has had its problems with block producers. And what did this lead to? The blockchain stopped working, and the Block 1 implemented a few more changes to allow block producers to get some more you know, freedom into implementing stuff and forcing each other to come to a consensus. All these things, these government, it's an experiment that is actually being worked on. And you know, that's the beauty of EOS for now. Also, one thing is that being just bound by electable block producers, we are not stuck with limited transactions. You know, this is big. You know, this is the blockchain that can handle everything you throw at it. And on top of all that, you don't have to pay fees for your transactions. So take a look at DeFi. DeFi is the big hype. This is the new thing on Ethereum, and you know, it's a really wonderful project if gas fees were not as big as they are now. And you know, there are protocols being built as we speak on EOS. And you know, if you really want to keep your eye on a project that could take the new lead, I think it might be EOS. Maybe Tron, because Tron has also its low fees and high transaction time rates, but EOS has a lot more support. Like new people to blockchains. Like how often don't we hear about people losing their private keys and stuff? On EOS, there is potentially a way with the block producers to recover your private keys. Like, this is revolutionary. This is, you know, this is something that we will need in this space, because right now, okay, we have educated people who know a little bit how to use their private keys and how to take care of them, and to know about those little jiggy modules, the ledgers and hardware wallets, and this is all beautiful. But remember that this thing will only become very, very widespread when it can also cater to the stupid masses. I'm sorry, I don't want to say that word, but it's just a fact the way it is. Once your grandma and somebody who's really just able to write its name, like holding a pen like this, it's when those people will also feel safe using this technology that it will be adopted. And this is where we need to go to. This is where we need to get. And also, it needs to be in a safe way. Not just getting like an Exodus wallet, because, Exodus, it's also as centralized as possible and you have some support and all that good stuff. But, being centralized, it can get hacked. So, yeah, we need to find a middle ground. And bringing DeFi to EOS is going to bring so much attention back to that blockchain. So if there is a sleeping giant that you really want to keep your eyes on, I think this is the one. All the DeFi tokens have proven right now that DeFi is something that the market wants. They don't care what blockchain it's on. They want DeFi. Okay, so I think this is I go on a tangent. I'm so sorry, guys, but this, I find this interesting to talk about. Hey, buddy, yeah, how long have I been streaming? That's a good question. I was wondering that same thing. Looks like 1 hour and a half. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, XLM looking good. Maybe a correction coming ahead, because look, I in the meanwhile, we've seen this this play out a little bit. We do have quite a correction coming, so maybe if you hold some XLM, just take a little bit of profit and hold ready for the next big move. Could keep going, so don't sell them all. What was the next one? We had XLM, and then we had let me see. I want to do them in the right order. ADA, Cardano. Let's look at Cardano. So Cardano made its move to the other high, and looks like it's being rejected. Oh, this looks a little bit like a double top, like a solid no area, like beautiful resistance line over there. So yeah, Cardano could be going down for the correction. How deep is it gonna go? I'm not going to speculate on that, but I think if you were holding some Cardano, your big chance, your big opportunity to cash out a lot of profit would have been here in the run up. Right now, maybe, take a little bit of profit, dump slowly. Don't make too many waves if you're a big bag holder. But yeah, I think this is a nice opportunity to take some profit. I do like Cardano. Not because it's being pumped, but just because Charles is making a lot of progress, and he is very open to the community with what is it, his community, Hong Kong blockchain, or I don't know, I can't remember anymore. He does like a lot of videos on YouTube and stuff about what's next to come, and you see that their heart is in the project. Those guys, they keep building and they will keep innovating to stay up with the trend. So yeah, Cardano, I think it still has like a future ahead of itself. Cool. So yeah, if you're in the market to get some Cardano, maybe your opportunity might be coming your way. Looking at the Bitcoin value, I would be saying like between 1400 satoshis and 1100 satoshis, and we're somewhere in between this area. You could start DCA, dollar cost averaging, slowly in there. Oh yes, yes, Nathan. Yeah, buddy. Thank you. I need my coffee. How much is left? I still have a few more sips, but it's cold. So you know what, guys? It's for you guys. I'm gonna have my cold coffee. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful Cardano. And Charles, let's look at the Doge. Let's look at the Doge coin. The Doge coin is looking exhausted. It's looking very, very, very tired. You know, it's pump and dump season, huh? You know, they and that's usually what a pump and dump does. They try to pump it a few times after each other because you know, why squeeze a lemon once? You know, you squeeze it and you squeeze it until nothing comes out. And all this chit chat, Doge is the people's coin. It just makes me laugh, you know. It's like saying, you know, stones are how people pay each other, because stones are everywhere. The people can use them. It's free for the people. But okay, come on, guys. Number one, you need to be able to use it. And Doge is having more and more or less and less areas where you can even trade it. So yeah, let me show you this. I'm using, me personally, I'm not day trading what you call them, altcoins. I just buy them and hold them, and sometimes I dump them when I see that they are literally like on a good price, where I can take my profit out of them. And then I try to look at where and when I can get into my new coins. And you know, always you have to think about which exchange is going to give you the better value for your coins. And you know, sometimes if you need to transfer your coins from one side to the other, then then you know, you need to wait for the transactions to happen. And the one app that I found is the most interesting is called Swipe. You get this crazy cool Visa card. This is the free one, by the way. It doesn't cost a thing. You don't need to stake tokens for it, and it's transaction free. You don't pay fees on anything. You don't need to exchange your cryptocurrencies for being able to pay with this card. All you need to do is link the specific wallet that you want to use in that time to your card, and then you just bam, you use it. Beautiful. Um, so Swipe is an aggregator, and when you want to exchange tokens from one side, from one coin to another, you just do the exchange, or you request the exchange. It's going to give you a price estimate. The fees, transaction fees, are ultra low. Even sending Bitcoin, zero fees. Oh, come on, guys. You know, this is how you want to make cryptocurrency usable. You need to be able to switch between yeah, Bruno. Yeah, we can. You need to be able to switch between cryptocurrencies without too much friction. And those are the projects that I really, really enjoy. Um, yeah, you can. Yeah, Charles, you can use the card on regular sites. You can use it in stores. It's certified Visa. It's just like a Visa card. No difference. No difference at all. And you know, it's very low fees. It looks for the best exchange, where to trade the coins. If possible, you know, it's really, really how you want to be using your cryptocurrencies in the future. This is what, yeah, I really love it. If you guys want, I can also put in the description They don't have referral links, but they have a referral code. I will add it in the description of this video after I posted it. So don't look for the description in the live video. Look for the description in the posted video in, let's say, half an hour or so. And then you can redeem this code. And, you know, I think they give you some bonuses on your first deposit. Of course, there is KYC. I don't know how all the different areas in the world are being... Yes, I will add it. I promise, Charles. And if you don't find it, just remind me in the Discord channel. I will also add it there. So enough opportunities to find the code. And by the way, guys, if you guys want to join the Discord channel, there is a very easy way. What I like to do, because I don't want to have any subscription fees, monthly thingies, or memberships and stuff. The only thing that I want is to make sure that I have active traders, like serious people, in the Discord channel. And what I do, because I'm such a big supporter of Bybit, I've been around all the other platforms in the world. And for day trading, they have the most robust platform. They have the most active support. And, you know, they never treat you like just somebody that should be grateful to be on their platform. No, they are grateful for you to be there, and they will help with each and every problem that you have. So if you want to join on the Discord channel and you want to give Bybit a try, then we have a affiliate link that you can use here on the website to sign up to Bybit. Get signed up, send me an email with your desired nickname or your nickname here in the chat so I know who you are, email address, and message me the user ID so I can also find you on the platform, and then I will just send you an invite and you will be in the Discord channel. Best thing is that you get a bonus on your first deposit. You can use that entire bonus for trading. You don't even need to use the money on your first deposit. Just give it a try, see what's happening. If you don't like it, then just take your money and leave. Nobody is going to force you. Nobody is going to hate you. You know, this is a free world. This is a free economy, and this is the way I want to keep this. The Discord channel is rather small because we are very picky on who joins, because, you know, we want to have a group of friends that we can trust and not just a mass of big shots making calls and you know, insulting people when they are not good enough and stuff. No, this is not what we're all about. So yeah, you know, if you really are in the market for this, just give us a try, and you know, there's nothing you lose about it. You know, you get to try two things. You get to try the Bybit platform, and you get to try the Discord channel. You don't like it? Okay, you know, you try it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna like the philosophy. There's always somebody there to help you if you don't understand anything. We also have a beginner's guide on the website about how to use Bybit. So, you know, if this is your first time using leverage and stuff, don't hesitate to first have a look at all these things. And if it still looks like Chinese to you, because I do not speak Chinese, I can honestly understand that, then just ring me up on the Discord, and, you know, we can do a Zoom call, go over all the basics and stuff. You know, we're here to help you. All right. So, yeah, what's Bruno, yeah, I'm sorry. I digress a lot. Let's look at Bitcoin. What is happening to Bitcoin? The Bitcoin. Yeah. Second bounce on that huge volume node. Second bounce. But creating a lower low on the RSI. So clearly, the reads, the expected levels have changed. Oh no, wait, this is a 3-hour chart. No, not there yet. Not there yet. Potentially 38,100, 38,000. Yeah, yeah, no. The read of the yellow box is still the same, and it's lining up with the EMA 100, which is actually very, very interesting. The EMA 100 has served as a support area here, is also creating some support here, bouncing on the resistance of the EMA 21. Now, yeah, what's going to happen? Are we going to see this break down like this and slowly go down level by level? This would be beautiful for the bears. Or is the price actually going to start reaching up and making another attempt to the high end? Yeah, it's resolution. Resolution is coming your way in high definition on the blockchain. So yeah, we got another last instant code of the day. Let's get this going and then we can wrap it up slowly. So we got WO dash DT WED. It's almost like wedding time. So WO dash DT wed. So WED, yeah? DTWED. Awesome, awesome, cool guys. Yeah, we don't have to look at the dollar because the dollar has been doing what the dollar has been doing. Gotten rejected really, really bad. Sad dollar being knocked down. But on the upside, look at this, and this is the these are the higher time frames. We do see potentially very close coming to your studios. Bullish divergences up in the air. The trend lines, the EMAs, the moving averages are starting to line up in their positive ways. Again, the only one that's left to cross the 200 is the 100, so the blue one crossing the purple one. And once they are lined up again, then each and every one of especially the 21 and the 55, so the brown or orange and the green line, will start serving as potential areas of support. Just as on the downside, we can see that the green one is the second line of support and or resistance, and the EMA 21 sometimes price gets trapped in between, sometimes under, but those are very, very strong areas for potential support and resistance. Why is that? Is just because a lot of people look at them. That's why. There's no other reason. It's a reference area, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If they start to break, a lot of people are going to start changing their bias. Why? Because everybody thinks that everybody's looking at them. Okay, so it's just like the RSI, it's just like potential divergences, it's just like the Fibonacci tool. If you find a way to line all these things up, the more they line up, it's like the Venn diagrams that I told you guys, like you know, like basic elementary math. You have the people who are looking at the EMA, like this. You have people that are looking at the RSI. You have people that look at trend lines like this, and then you have the intersections. And where is the strongest reaction going to be? In the middle, where everybody, the RSI people, the EMA, and the trendline people are going to jump on. So, you know, it's just basic probabilities. And, you know, the more signals you get in the same camp, the stronger the probability that this is going to be the one. This is going to be the big one. And if the big one doesn't hold, this is where we change our biases and we flip it around and we go to the other side. So, you know, you want to be rather the judge profiting from the outcome than the player being hammered or rewarded. So on that note, guys, I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Wow, streaming for almost 2 hours, recording for an hour and a half. Nobody is going to watch this video on the rerun, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, I do the live streams. This is what I really love to do, guys. I love talking to you. Love having you guys in the chat. I thank you all for joining. I thank you, my boy Nathan. I thank you, Bruno. I thank you, Charles. I thank you, oh, everybody. Katie. I thank. Oh Jesus, this is going to be a list. I thank Cosmos and Becky. You are also like pretty new to the channel. I really thank you for following me. Everybody, you are always a pleasure to have around, and I hope to see you tomorrow, same time, same channel, 12:30 UTC. Remember to smash the likes, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, so that at least if something comes in between, you know exactly what is up and what's going down. So I will wrap it up for today. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Remember to keep your eyes on the levels. Don't jump on it premature. We are sitting in the area of resolution to come. The revolution of the resolution. And yes, Charles, I will add the swipe code to the video as soon as it's posted, and I will also add it in the Discord channel so that you really don't miss it. Cool. Well, this is me signing off, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Take care of yourself and each other. And of course, be responsible people with your money, because all I want for you is to make a lot of money. And let's, you know, ride a Lambo into the future. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks a lot and bye-bye.